All right, friends, I am testing my audio here. I went to an event the other day and I struggled with to get the stream to work. So this is a good try. Hopefully, to those who are listening, you can hear me. So yes, looks like this is looking good. Let me try to center my CV a little bit more. Let's see here. Go back to the side a little bit. That side. Yeah, then to those who are in TikTok, TikTok changed its policies. So um, it's with the new owner, there is American owner, their policies are completely different. I think there's a lot of privacy, individual privacy violations, particularly in the US TikTok. So they can track basically about every information on individual, social security, your driving record, um, even immigration status. So for me, it was too big of a risk to take, and I decided to delete my TikTok or deactivate the account. So if you are following Msafiri podcast on TikTok, it's no longer available on my end. Nime delete. Alafu instead nime enroll to a different application inaitwa AppScroll, and AppScroll ni it's an application yenye at least for now ina promise ina protect individuals privacy, na hakuna a lot of censorship, so I'm assuming it's ina follow ama ina mimic Telegram. I think it's kind of the same way. It doesn't violate people's privacy, at least to the extent that we know. And so yeah, if you're following me on TikTok, you want to keep seeing some Msafiri stuff, you can always look up on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and now AppScroll. AppScroll is definitely a new app. It's been said, I've played around with it. But have not posted yet, but I'm planning to start posting there. So check it out. Those who are in Kenya or somewhere else in Africa, those who are here in the United States, if privacy matters something to you, then to those who are in the US, then I would say AppScroll is the way to go. To those who are outside the US, you are fine with TikTok, because still TikTok outside of United States is still owned by the same people who are owning it. But the part of the US, TikTok USA, that's not the case. Yes, so that's that. Follow us on AppScroll, or follow me on AppScroll, and we'll see what happens. And then I was going to talk about the day I visited Kenya. So the day I visited Kenya is, I was born in Kenya, but there's a day I visited Kenya from the United States. And I stayed there for an extended period of time. And it was a good experience. It was really nice getting to see family, hold friends, hang out with former classmates, former teachers, my uncles, my aunts, my siblings, or other younger siblings, my mom, all these good people. Went back to my bigger family, Muli Children's family, and I had a good time. But the reason why I'm saying the day that I visited Kenya is there's something about sometimes going back home, at least from my experience so far, and I had a discussion with another one more person who had a similar experience, whereby prior to going to Kenya, unapata you are thriving, like you're doing well, like kila kitu inaenda vizuri, right? Uko na kazi, uko na gari, uko na, you know, like just the basic needs. Uko na a place to stay. So unapata tu maisha iko poa. But there's something happens sometimes to some people, not all people. I'm not generalizing, but to some people, it happened to me. Unaenda Kenya, you have a good time, unainteract na watu, but then when you come back, unapata like things are kind of not the same. Either immediately or within that year. So unapata like mtu unaweza maybe uka lose like your job, maybe watu wengine wana get into like accidents or wana lose their vehicle or their life gets spared, but you know they lose their vehicles. Unapata like relationships break, vitu kama hizo. So unapata like there's just a bunch of things that start going wrong and you cannot put a finger on it. Like you can't tell what is causing it. Like ukitoka huku, everything was good, normal, but the moment unarudi, then it's like, what's going on, right? What's going on? Everything seems to be going down south. It happened to me. I went to Kenya. I was back in 2016. December, spent the whole of most of the December there. Nikarudi huku in January 2017. And no kid in the same year, I got fired from my job. And for those who are in America, if you know, if there's a place where you can be homeless at an instant, it's the United States. It just needs like one crisis to happen, just one crisis, basically to throw you out of course. It's just that's how it is. Life, that's how much life delicate is. And especially for the people who come here, kama mimi, whereby you don't have a family. Like you do not have like a mom or a dad or siblings that they can hold you up, you know, in those moments. You can easily be homeless. So just a slight crisis needs to happen. And then just like that, when I become homeless. So it's life in United States is very delicate, I can say. Might say life in Kenya is other places not delicate. It still is. But if in Kenya, let's say kama something happens only kwa Nairobi, lose your job, you can always go back to Shago, right? And you have your family there, so they can always, hata kama maisha itakuwa ngumu, you still have like a backup plan. Well, for a lot of us, like that's not the case, especially kama umekuja huku na una mzazi, like you don't have family, you just on your own. Friends can hold you up, but friends can get tired as well. So it can become like very, very, very a vulnerable place for such an individual. I know some of you and a lot of people wanafikirianga saa kuna wazungu, mbona wazungu wasinini? Saa kuna wazungu, si unaongea na wazungu? Because I hear everybody ananiambia nipe contact za wazungu, right? Speaking of wazungu, I mean, niliona nini huko nini Russia, the Russian guy exploiting Kenyan ladies. Very unfortunate. That's I guess another story for another day, but I wish that that did not happen. I wish the guy did not even attempt to do such a thing, especially knowing that he said he's HIV positive. So that's very unfortunate. That hakuwa anajali hao wasichana. And I know, hopefully I'm not going off the topic, but you know, some people, a lot of people wakiona wazungu wanaonanga ni kama they are like, I don't know, they are like next to God, like next to Mungu. Mzungu ni kila kitu. Ukipata mzungu, your life is smooth, is okay. As also unaona like some of the ladies, they were falling victim really quickly because of that. Unapata mtu kwa tu na notion ya ukiwa na kamzungu, man, hapo umeomoka, you know. And unfortunately, that's not always true. mzungu anaweza kakuexploit in a very bad way. Pia wao sio ati hata wao wanakuanga na shida zao. Probably there's other things is economic, you know. Some of those ladies were, you know, maybe they were just too broke. They needed to, they were hoping maybe they will be a savior. They were lucky ones. But we have also seen some of the ladies who had, they were well off, like wengine hata wameolewa, you know. So unapata it's like, okay, shida yake ilikuwa ni nini? Alikuwa anataka kujaribu mzungu apate something different, or what exactly was the motive? Overall, it's a sad situation, and I am hoping that you know, the Kenyan government or African governments in general, they have a big role to play, because when those kind of exploitations happen, is because these people probably know hata wakifanya hivyo, there's nothing that will happen to them. They don't take maybe African governments seriously, and so because they say they are from more powerful nations, they can get away with anything. And it's true, a lot of them have gotten away with a lot of things. So that's also up to our governments to do a better job, reduce corruptions, and then just do things in such a way that our continent is respected. So that's to say, like, again, coming back to the topic, what is it that happens watu tukikuja Kenya? Like, what happens? Unapata like umeenda Kenya, things seem to be completely okay, like we are having fun, everybody anataka kukuona, everybody anataka umnunulie chai, mandazi, everybody anataka kukuja kwenu kununua nini, I mean kukunywa chai, you know, amesema hey, hatuja kuona kwa miaka nyingi. Now I'm coming to start like even questioning, you know, after even talking to somebody else who had similar experiences, if these people are actually usually like genuine. Are they genuine that wanakuja just to, you know, na roho safi? And nafikiria wengi wao hawananga sio roho safi. Out of those many, majority of them probably have like they're coming from a good place. But I think pia kuna wengine wako either jealous, wanakuja kukuharibia maisha, either anakurushia, I don't know, witchcraft, wengine wakiwapea pesa instead of watumie hiyo pesa labda to benefit themselves, wengine maybe wanapelekwa wanganga, because it doesn't make sense. I feel like these things, they seem to be very spiritual pia, that mtu anaweza either akachukua your image ama anachukua pesa umempea and they do something with it na inaharibu maisha yako, hata kama sio fully inaharibu kabisa, but ina cause a significant delay for several years, couple years, time that is like sometimes very hard to redeem. So I don't know kama ni mimi tu na my friend who had that experience, ama pia kuna watu wengi wamekuwa na hiyo experience whereby mtu umeenda Kenya, umerudi, and just things zinasimu kwenda south. It put us in a very difficult place kwa sababu haujui ni nani because umeenda Kenya, umeenda lakini so many people, haujui ni nani ako in good motives, and sometimes it can be being like family members. I'm not saying like it can be a jirani, somebody you used to hang out with, ama inaweza kuwa even family members, I don't know. But I guess the human heart is pretty wicked. So out of those many people, you would think at least maybe a couple of them or one of them did not wish you well. So I'm really curious to know if the other people in the diaspora out there who have experienced something similar to this, and how did it affect you, you know, long term? Have you been able to discern what could have been happening, or this is just my experience, my friend's experience is just a rare case whereby It just happened. I don't think it's random. I think there's a force behind it. But yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to hear what other people in the diaspora, what your experiences have been. Na nikisema watu in diaspora, I don't only mean those in the USA. Kuna watu wako Dubai, kuna watu wako Qatar, kuna watu wako Canada, some people in Australia, Germany, France. Maybe other wengine, maybe wako even like within Africa, maybe in Botswana, South Africa, but they're from Kenya or they're from Tanzania. Whatever experience that you have that is similar, yeah, feel free to share. I'm curious really to know. It put us in a very bad position juu wengine wetu tuko na roho ya kutaka kusaidia watu, to pull people out of poverty kwa sababu hatutaki kuomoka peke yetu. But then it becomes a delicate balance whereby too, like individuals generosity inaweza kuwa misused na inaharibu maisha ya mtu. Anyway, I hope this stream is going well. I hope you guys can hear me, and that yeah, because I need to be able to do more lives like this, and so this is kind of like a test run. See if people can hear me, and I can see Vincent anasema ananisikia vizuri. Ananisikia vizuri, so I guess that means the audio is online. Thank you, Vincent. Thank you, Vincent. And yeah, again, if you have time, go to Msafiri Podcast kwa YouTube na subscribe kama huja subscribe, and also Facebook same, Msafiri Podcast page, follow. And then again, venye nimesema, the new app that I subscribe to is App Scroll. If you don't have it, I don't think a lot of people have it, but is a new thing. So check it out and look for Msafiri Podcast and follow there. And what else? Yeah, that's about it. Now we'll have to review this video, see how it was, and we'll be doing more live recordings and also event streaming. So if you click that notification bell, utakuwa unaweza, you'll be able to know when I come online streaming. And then I also bringing more visitors to discuss different topics. Na kwa wale wanna feel comfortable to be live, live recording, then we'll also do that. With the live recording, it's interesting because you get to see all the mess behind the scene to a degree. Because it's a lot of that goes into recording. Kuna sometimes vitu haziendi vizuri, you have to stop the recording, ufix kitu pale, ufanye the lighting, set things up, camera vizuri. So there's always a lot of that is normally like goes on. So you get to see all of that. And to those who are, kama una anticipate or you want to learn how to, kufanya production, nimetengeneza different channel yenye nimeweka all the lessons zenye nimelearn from setting up, from every individual single part yenye iko kwa studio, and how to bring it together to actually make something work. So you can also check that out. I'll put that link somewhere in the description so that if anybody somewhere, whatever you are, you want to learn or see how I've set up the whole process, itakuwa in that particular channel. It's more of like an educational channel. So yeah, and again, thank you so much for all those who are supporting me in this work. Wenye wame like, wenye wame share, Thank you so much, and your support is highly, highly, highly appreciated. So for now, I will stop there. I'm looking forward to kusikia venye your experiences. Your experience is hard for those who are in diaspora, visiting your native country and coming back. Did things seem normal, or um, things seemed to be going down south? So yeah, let me know, and we will talk again. Until then, bye bye.